The engineer departments here in the AUC are filled with full advanced labs, where the engineer students can practice their own knowledge there. But surprisingly, there is also a lab which is called Funlab, where you can literally have fun with physics and knowledge. You will find out that this particular lab have all sorts of entertaining equipment, where you can experiment all different kinds of experiments in an entertaining processes and methods.
The Funlab is a physics laboratory that engages students into hands-on demonstrations and experiments to spark their interest and curiosity into studying science. We do what is so-called in the world science communication. Science communication is about bridging the gap between two types of people. The community, the science community, the people who are staying all the day and the night into their labs, wearing their lab coats and doing a lot of experiments. And on the other hand, the public audience, the people whom might not be interested in science at all. We in science communication trying to bridge this gap. We take from the scientist and try to simplify this science to introduce it to the public audience. We were established here in the Funlab, I think 10 years ago. And since then we are traveling all over Egypt to introduce and deliver science activities to school students. We are focusing with school students because we see that making students interested in science from their early childhood, that makes them in the future consider careers in STEM fields like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Before Corona, the Funlab was responsible of delivering different science shows all over Egypt. The science shows, we call it the Wonders of Science Show, which is a mix of science and fun and delivering so much interactive and innovative way of science experiments for all kids. And this science show was a really nice tool for kids to see science in a different way, in a new perspective. And also we had astronomy shows using our one-of-a-kind, the planetarium. And we give them a glimpse about space traveling and about moon colonization and how they see the constellations, stars and planets. And using these shows, we were delivering all over Egypt, targeting public schools, community schools, and even hospitals and places of worship. And we went all over to target all the students and everywhere. During pandemic, the Funlab stopped our activities because most of our activities depend on the face-to-face interaction and the tangibility of our activities. So we started to digitalize our activities and do online shows and do on Zoom meeting workshops and start to do everything on digital platforms like Facebook. And also we started to do our TikTok channels, which was a huge success because we started to have 1 million views on our videos. So but still we had a couple of problems because as we are targeting the underprivileged communities, most of them have computer but don't have internet access, and some of them have internet access and computer. So this is unequal situation. So we start to tailor our solutions and adapt our solutions just to give equal solutions for everyone to adapt of this new pandemic that hit all over the world. So we start to do a project called Reach the Unreachable, which is having a USB have all our online shows and our videos documented and put it on USB and just give it to the underprivileged communities or any organizations that working with the communities and can provide them with the computer devices.
Science can always be presented in entertaining ways, rather than just reading and doing only boring experiments just to know the concepts. And the students whom receive these kinds of knowledges in funny and entertaining ways are the lucky ones. Khaled Amgad, AUCTV.